Hey, good morning, everyone. And today I want to talk about something that I've talked about in the past, but I think it's important to kind of revisit. And it's the five primary drivers for who you are, and for how you show up, and for what you create, and for what you manifest in your world. And there's really five things to look at, and five things for you to maybe step back and be critical of yourself. And this is the hardest thing to do, is to really step out, detach from yourself, and think about a situation you might have had in the past where things didn't go your way. And as human beings, the first thing we want to do is we want to blame. And blame is not taking responsibility, blame is giving up your power. Instead, what if you just said, everything is my fault? And instead thought about yourself and reflect back on these five areas, these five primary drivers, and ask yourself, is there some place in here that I need work? You know, because here's what I'll tell you, every single one of us need work. Every single one of us need somebody to help us, right? And sometimes we can't see it. You can't see a picture when you're in it. Sometimes you got to step back. So here we go. Five primary drivers. Number one, your belief system. What is your belief system, right? You have a program that was turned on before you were even born. It was your non-conscious mind. It was just recording everything. And what it did is it started building a program that created your beliefs. What do you believe, right? Do you believe the world's a friendly place? Do you believe the world's a hostile environment, right? What do you believe? It's all based on your surroundings. It's based on everything that went on in your life that created this belief. Those beliefs, the second primary driver, is then how those beliefs manifest your thoughts, right? What you choose to think about. I saw the other day Matthew Farrar was the guy. I love the guy. He said, look at the headlines, and the headlines were all this negative stuff, and then below he said, let me give you the reality, and it wasn't all negative stuff. But what do you think about any given day? Do you walk around saying, you know what, something bad's going to happen to me, or the world's not going the way I want it to go, or things aren't fair, or I wish things were different for myself? Or are you walking around saying, you know what, I'm going to look for opportunity, I'm going to seek out people I can help, I can do the things I want to do? Those are thoughts that all of us have. And by the way, on any given day, I think it's between 50,000 and 70,000 non-conscious thoughts that we have. What are they thinking about, right? Number three, how you feel. So your thoughts, right? Your thoughts and how you think create that emotion inside of you. Is that emotion inside of you emotion of gratefulness? Is it emotion of happy? Is it emotion of fulfillment? Or is it an emotion of scarcity and fear and anxiety, right? Because your thoughts create that. I mean, think about, have you ever had a day going really, really well, and then something happens and your thoughts immediately change your mind to a place of fear? Right? Thoughts are powerful. It's amazing how thoughts can then dictate the emotion that you choose. And by the way, emotions don't just happen. Emotions are chosen. You choose to be mad. You choose to be happy. You choose to be sad, based on what's going on around you. And then those emotions, what they do is they create actions, right? They create us to take some form of action that reverberates back out to people, right? So, it's not what you say, it's what you do. And when I see you take an action, that action dictates heavily the thought that you have and the emotion that you have. And then what happens is, if we do that and we start reacting that way consistently, right? Consistently over time, the last one is it creates a habit. And it just becomes a self-fulfilling action that we take, right? Because we just have that habit, and when that happens now going into the future, that's how we choose to react. And you see this happen a lot, right, with people who, when tough situations happen, if they have this belief system that they are confident, belief system that they can tackle any problem, then the habit that they have when difficult times come, you see them, they get very calm and they're able to solve the problems. Like, how do you do that? Well, that's just how my five primary drivers have allowed me to show up. Versus you see people that panic and freak out and lose it, right? And get all high anxiety. Well, that's their habitualized reaction to that scenario, based on going back to the primary drivers. What you believe, the thoughts that you have, the emotions that they create, the actions that you take, and the habits that you form. So think about it right now, detach yourself and ask yourself, in those five areas, is there any place in those areas you need work? And if you need work in the areas, I get you, go right back up to the very top and go back to belief. So why do I do a morning warm-up? Why do I have a morning routine? Why do I have gratitudes? Why do I journal? Why do I do affirmations, right? Why do I exercise? Why do I get out of nature? Why do I choose what I consume daily in terms of news and information? Why do I choose my reference group wisely? Why do I like to hang out with people that lift me up and don't pull me down? You know why? Build your belief. You guys start with your belief. What do you believe? All right, everybody, think about it. Make it a great day. Be awesome to help somebody. Talk to you later.